Hello, welcome to another episode of Snail Mail with Smokey. I hope you're having a fantastic day wherever you're at. I am really excited to be talking to you today. I just got back from my local post office. I was checking my mail at my P.O. box for the channel, and when I opened the box, I found this envelope, this package. And so I opened it briefly. I haven't looked at anything in it. The only thing I've done is I have taken out the note that was enclosed with it. And so this package comes from Guillermo. And Guillermo says that he's glad that to learn that I collect stamps from Monaco, just like he does. And so, yeah, I do. I collect stamps from Monaco. My main focus is on stamps of the European micro countries. So that's Monaco, San Marino, Liechtenstein, Andorra, and Vatican City. Those are the stamps that I really enjoy collecting. If you're familiar with the channel, you know that I also collect a lot of stamps from Great Britain. I collect a lot of themes, long-necked animals, churches on stamps, things like that. But I really enjoy the micro countries of Europe and collecting them. And so Guillermo has surprised me. I did not know this was coming. I didn't know he was sending me this parcel. And I'm just blown away. So, like I said, I haven't looked at any of it. I wanted to get on here right now and make a video. And so we're going to look at it together. And so there are lots of things in this video, or excuse me, in this package, which translates into there will be lots of things in this video. And since I haven't looked at them, I'm not going to be able to give you Scott numbers or information like that. We're just going to look at it together at first glance and see what I've been sent. So right away, I can tell you that there are some really wonderful stamps here from Monaco. Let me get my tongs out. Oops. And Guillermo, how extremely thoughtful of you to send me these. It's always nice to meet a collector who collects the same countries and topics that you collect. Okay, now these y'all, these are cool. These aren't from Monaco, these are from Jersey. But this is a very neat set of stamps. I really like this. This is a set honoring Charles Dickens and all of his wonderful work that he's written, all of his classics. So that's a wonderful set. And then we have this. Wow, so many things. Wow. These all, I believe, have Roosevelt, Franklin Roosevelt on them. Yeah, each one of these dealer sheets is just loaded. And I mean loaded with stamps from Monaco. And it appears that they each have catalog numbers on there for the set. Try to look at this. Y'all, I am just blown away. The philatelic community is such a great community. I've been fortunate enough to be to one stamp show, and I hope to go to many more. I found everyone I met at that show to be wonderful. I've had this YouTube channel for just a little over 2 years. Everyone that I have encountered through my channel or through other channels that I watch, and remember, you can see all the channels that I watch in the description of this video. I have a list. They are all great philatelic channels. Oh, look at this. Look how these are. Look how nice these stamps are. So, like I was saying, this community, this online philatelic community, those of you who watch the channel, who support my channel, who watch other philatelic channels, you guys are the best. And I appreciate each and every one of you. I have been very blessed to have people send me stamps, to have people send me postcards, to write me emails or messages on Instagram encouraging me, telling me that you appreciate the channel, that you like the content. That means a lot, and I know not just to me, but to other YouTubers as well, other content creators. I know it means a lot to them, and so thank you. I'm not able. There's no way, Guillermo, that I'm going to be able to repay this kindness of stamps that you have blessed me with. But you do have my sincere thanks and appreciation. This video, like I said, I just got back from the post office, and I wanted to... Beautiful stamps. I want to look at these with you. Most of the videos that I do, I edit, which means I will film the video. I try to film it all in one take. That doesn't happen. Sometimes the phone rings. Sometimes someone knocks at the door. Sometimes life happens, and I'm not able to do that. So sometimes I do multiple takes of a video, and then I'll edit it, and not a great deal of editing, but I'll do a little editing to try to make it cohesive and seem to flow together. This video, I'm not doing that. This video, I'm doing like I would do a live if I was able to do that. And because I wanted you to see, wow, just my reaction to all of these stamps. And I apologize that I'm not able to give each one of these stamps the justice that they deserve. It would take hours and hours to speak about each one of these individually, but I'm just showing you very, very briefly and sharing with you the gift that I have been given. So I hope you enjoy this unedited video that I'm putting out today. And so of all the micro countries that I collect, and I think I mentioned this when I did my series of videos about my experience at the stamp show in July. Of all the micro countries I collect, Monaco was the one that I had the least amount of stamps for. And that is probably no longer true, Guillermo, thanks to your very, very generous gift. Some of these stamps I've seen in catalogs or I've seen online. Some of these I haven't seen. I'm just seeing them for the first time. This here I think is a particularly nice stamp. Very nice design. You know, and you may wonder why micro countries. Well, there's quite a big story there, but Um, I'm kind of fascinated with them. I'm fascinated with the, I don't know, maybe the romance of the whole idea. You take a place like San Marino that sits inside of Italy, and it's just it's a tiny, tiny nation. It has seen wars rage all around it for centuries, and yet it remains. You got places like Andorra that sit between France and Spain, and they're just doing their thing. You got places like Monaco, who have really just flourished and built up around much larger countries. So I just love that about these micro countries. And also, they have a very rich philatelic history. All of these countries produce, in my opinion, really, really nice postage stamps. Really great postage stamps. A great deal of them are affordable. Now, like any country or any collection, there are some that are more expensive than others. But you can get many, many stamps from these micro countries. Very, very reasonable. What a beautiful set of stamps this is. Yeah, that's a, wow, great set of stamps. So that's one of the, or a few of the reasons I collect these micro countries. I just love them. I love the history. I'm a history buff, and so I love the history of each country, the postal history, the fact that these countries are still standing, that they have survived. They have survived turmoil and conflict all around them, but they still remain strong. Y'all, these are incredible stamps, and postal history. The a stamp is more than just a thing. It tells us a story. It's a marker in time, if you will. It tells us what was happening at a precise moment in history. It tells us what it cost to mail a letter. Some of my earliest memories some of my earliest memories are about the mail, and then some of my earliest memories of the mail is I grew up in a rural area, and where I lived on my street, we had a mailbox. Matter of fact, probably the first gift that I bought with my own money, I got a job when I was 10 years old, and I bought my mom and dad a mailbox for Christmas. We had a mailbox. There was nothing wrong with our mailbox, but I bought them one in shape of a farm or a barn, excuse me. And so my dad put that mailbox up at the end of the driveway. And I remember growing up, and if I wanted to mail a letter and I couldn't get into town to buy a stamp, postage was 25 cents. And this was in the 80s, early 80s. It was 25 cents to mail a letter. Another just beautiful set of stamps. And so I could take my letter and a quarter, which is worth 25 cents, and I would put the letter inside the mailbox and set the quarter on top of it. And our mailman would come by, and he would take my letter, take my quarter, and put a stamp on it. And that's how I paid for a lot of postage. So, as someone who was going to grow up to be a philatelist and a stamp collector, I bought a lot of stamps without seeing them, by just putting my quarter on top of the mail. I don't think you can do that anymore. I haven't tried. It's more expensive now to purchase a stamp. So I don't think you can do that anymore. But that's one of my memories, and that's one of the great things about the hobby, is that it marks the place in time. It gives us a history. And I find myself when I see stamps, from the 80s, from the 90s, I'm like, oh, I remember those. I remember seeing those on letters. I remember that was the stamp that came out the year I graduated, or those stamps come out the years my daughters were born, or you remember things, and they're really good. Stamps are really good tactile memories for us, because it's something we can see and we can touch, and they evoke sometimes stronger memories than what we even think a stamp could. So yeah, not to get too deep into the philosophical, but I'm a philatelist. I'm a stamp collector. I love stamps. So there's a passion that I have there for the hobby. And once again, some of the I've made some really good friends through the hobby of philately. There are other YouTubers that even though maybe we've never met in person, I consider really good friends. There are people who like you, who subscribe to my channel, who watch my channel, support it, that I consider really good friends. And maybe we've never met. Maybe there are hundreds or thousands of miles that separate us. But we are brought together by our love of postage stamps, by our love of history. And who could ask for anything more out of a hobby than that? Well, that is just a brief look at each of the stamps that Guillermo sent me. I hope you enjoyed it. Once again, I apologize that I didn't have the time to tell you about each and every stamp in this video. Maybe in a future video, I will highlight some of these stamps. Just going through them roughly for the first time, there are many that are deserving of being highlighted and talked about from a history perspective, and also from a beauty perspective and a collecting perspective. So Guillermo, thank you. Thanks for watching the channel. Thanks for I am surprised. I am blown away by your tremendous gift of generosity. Know that these stamps will find a wonderful home here in my collection. That they'll all be cataloged and put into my album, and they'll be enjoyed. And so thank you from the bottom of my heart for that. Thank each one of you for watching this video. I know it's a little different video. It's just me going through these stamps at first glance, kind of talking about them a little bit, talking about the love of the hobby. Like I said, my goal was just to come in from the post office, sit down and start shooting a video and see what happened. And I can see that we're almost 20 minutes into it. So I hope you've enjoyed it. If you haven't, hit the subscribe button right now. Also the bell icon. Don't forget to give me a big old thumbs up. Thank each one of you so much for watching. It means the world to me. And until I see you next time, have a great day. Bye-bye.